Honestly, Candace Owens has always been a fucking idiot, but recently she's hit a new low. So today we're talking about the very smart, very honest Candace Owens. If you don't know who Candace Owens is, she's a black conservative political commentator who basically makes her living off of trashing black people and appealing to her right-leaning racist audience. Today I'm going to be responding to a video Candace put out where she talked about the Ahmaud Arbery case. If you haven't seen the video, I've cut it up into small parts so we can react to just the main chunks of bullshit accordingly.
Facebook, haven't done a video in a while, and I wanted to be sure to insert my opinion about this very viral case of Ahmaud Arbery and how it's been being reported. So first you're hearing that it is a modern day lynching. That should instantly, if you're a black American, make your ears perk up a little bit, because there are not really modern day lynchings that are taking place in America. There are not lynchings taking place in general. I mean, even at the time, at the height of the civil rights movement, when black people were actually being lynched, it was approximately 3,500 black people that were lynched from the entire period of 1882 all the way up until 1968. All right, so that's actually a very low number relative.
That's not really the point of this, Candace. I think the point is people are still committing modern day lynchings. Also, lynchings were not the only issue black Americans have had to deal with in the past 50 to 60 years.
Lynching people in 2020 America, you can already know and you can smell that something is wrong with the story. All that, LeBron James issued a tweet, which quite frankly must have been the dumbest thing I have ever read.
That's how I feel every time you post on social media, Candace.
And LeBron James has a white chef, he's got white housekeepers. LeBron James is somebody that has white people waiting on him hand and foot because he is successful and he has a lot of money, and that's what comes with money and success. So I finally...
It makes sense for people that work for LeBron James to be mostly white when he's living in a mostly white country.
Look at the video. I'm expecting, based on all of the rhetoric, on all of the articles, just saying that it's an example of a modern lynching, I'm fully expecting to see a video of a mob of white people, maybe with a rope, maybe with some guns, just marching down the street towards a black person so that they can kill him and make a mockery of him. That's what you should have expected based on the rhetoric that was perpetuating everything.
Yeah, it is what you suspect. That is what you expected. And in the video, we saw 3 white guys with guns chase down a black guy and shoot him. Which isn't very different than what you said.
He was outraged left and right because of this 10-second clip. What I actually saw watching the video left me with more questions than answers. First and foremost, that he was not being pursued in the video, obviously. It looks like he was running towards the car, and then when the 2 people who had guns, he went around and he attacked the person. So that actually left me with a lot of questions of like, what is going on in this circumstance? Who was recording this video? Because the person who was recording the video was obviously catching up to the situation. He hadn't been...
You told like 4 lies in less than 10 seconds. Okay. A few things. Except he actually was trailing a person. The person recording the video was also chasing Ahmaud with Gregory and Travis. So you said you did research or whatever on this case. How would you do research and not know that? I think like half of Twitter knows that.
I noticed in the video and after reading reports that he's wearing khaki shorts. So just an easy question to ask is, if you are just a jogger and he is being described in the media as an avid jogger, is something he does all the time. I do not know any avid joggers that jog in khaki shorts. Now again, that's a question. That is not insinuating anything. Again, that question. That is not insinuating anything. Just...
You said you're not insinuating anything, but then you said that you don't know any joggers who wear khaki shorts and that joggers don't wear khaki shorts. You just said he wasn't a jogger while not saying he's not a jogger. That's like the definition of insinuation, Candace. So people can jog into whatever the fuck they want to jog in.
Is this guy just a jogger? That was sort of bottom line. I thought there's no way this guy was just jogging. And then you hear that the people that actually shot him had called 911.
You said less than 5 minutes ago that you weren't insinuating that he wasn't a jogger, and then you just said that there's no way he was a jogger.
No murder. I can tell you right now, no matter how upset you are, this is not going to amount to a murder charge. The legal definition of murder, you have to be able to prove that this was meditated, that there was some element of meditation. People do not call the cops.
You didn't mention they might get off because the dad used to work for the DA office and the dad used to also be a cop. 2 big reasons why this case may have stayed under wrap for 2 months.
Prove that this was meditated, that there was some element of meditation. People do not call the cops.
Wouldn't bringing guns be an element of meditation? I mean, why else would you bring guns if you don't plan to harm something?
That is just not what somebody does. You don't pick up the phone and say, hi, 911, I'm about to go out and commit a murder. That doesn't make any sense, okay? Obviously something went wrong, so this will amount and can amount to a manslaughter.
The thing that went wrong is the public saw the video. They weren't arrested till 2 months after this incident happened, something that you have not said yet in this video. Which is a big factor in why people are upset about this, Candace. That this happened 2 months ago and they're just now being arrested for it. But I guess when your only research is coming from your right-leaning echo chamber, then I don't expect you to really have a nuanced position.
Okay, he was not the only person that called 911. Multiple people throughout the neighborhood called 911.
That's a lie. No one else called 911. There were no string of break-ins. There were no multiple calls. There were only the day the incident happened from the McMichaels, yes. And the 911 operator told them not to follow Ahmaud.
Or a house, whatever it is that was under construction, go in and expects no nobody to raise a red flag. That's pointedly ridiculous. What I hate about this.
I used to play around in construction sites a little bit when I was a kid, and no one ever called the cops on me. Then again, I was in a black neighborhood, so people probably didn't see me as a danger.
About, you know, when Black America gets behind an issue like this is that we can never argue and be reasonable. We can never say, okay, you know what?
No, Candace, you can never argue and be reasonable. Everyone else is being completely reasonable about this. They should be getting convicted. You were the one being irrational by trying to slander the dead man who was murdered for trespassing.
Guy who says he's going to make a citizen's arrest, calls 911, gives him a description, and gets in his car with his son and has a shotgun. If the
You failed to mention that they told Michaels to not follow Ahmaud. You left that part completely out. Very interesting.
people were having was whether or not that action was smart, whether or not making a citizen's arrest is a good idea, you would probably find that everyone sort of agrees that it's not really the best thing to do. Calling 911 is usually enough. If I saw someone entering a property and I didn't think they lived there, I would call 911 and I would leave it alone.
Then why are you making this video, Candace?
This idea that black people are being murdered and hunted by white people. It defies common sense because it goes against every statistic in America. You know, when in fact we look at the stats, if you want to start playing the race game, we're going to be the ones that look bad. You know, we represent 13% of the population, but we...
If someone ever starts to sentence off with black people only make 13% of the population, the following sentences are going to be a bunch of bullshit. Candace Owens is using the famous 1350 statistic, which conservatives love to use to demonize black America.
Approximately 40% of all of the murders in this country.
White people don't commit less murder than black people. White people are just convicted for murder less than black people. The number of convictions differs due to socioeconomics and institutionalized racism, but Candace doesn't address that point at all. The 1340 statistic has been used by Republicans for so long and has been debunked by multiple people, yet they still use it to try to demonize the black community. And Candace is doing it right now against her own people because she's too dense to do research and find out why things are the way they are.
You know that black people kill white people at 2 times a higher rate than the other way around.
Black people kill white people at 2 times the rate the other way around. Hold on. Because most victims of hate crimes are black. The NPR also says, in hate crimes fueled by racism, African Americans continue to be the most frequently targeted through anti-black incidents. But I can't find that stat you found where you said black people are killing white people more than white people are killing black people. Not that that really matters who's killing more. Really, I'm gonna need you to cite your sources.
All black people are horrible, you know, and that's not the purpose of...
You just said we commit more murders than white people, but you're not trying to imply that we're horrible.
The purpose is to have a more honest conversation.
There was nothing honest about what you just did. There was nothing honest about that at all. You know it wasn't.
Time a murder happens, it doesn't mean that it's racially motivated. Sometimes things just go wrong. Obviously, a lot of stuff went wrong in that video that we saw.
The thing that went wrong is that the video was released to the public. Had this video not been released to the public, Gregory and Travis would have been still walking free. And that's just the bitter truth. There was no legal action taken until the public saw the video and we raised outrage about them walking away free about this. That's when things started to go wrong for Gregory and Travis and the Georgia police.
Now, first and foremost, I bet the person who had the gun wasn't expecting him to be lunged at. Obviously, he was out to hunt the black person. Okay, he would have shot him at a distance. When you're out hunting, you don't wait for the thing that you're hunting to grab your gun and go back and forth.
And why do you have a gun in the first place?
Unfortunately, Ahmaud Arbery, who has a history, crime. Fortunate that, crime. Fortunate that.
History of crime you speak of. What exactly is this history of crime? And also, how is it relevant to the situation? See, conservatives love to bring up past actions whenever a black person is killed, as if it justifies them being murdered. Just because someone committed a crime in the past doesn't mean their life is now fucking useless, Candace. He was not committing a crime when he was murdered, and that is the point, Candace. But you were not addressing that. Did you look at Gregory and Travis's background? Did you try to find out if Gregory and Travis have a criminal record, or did you only try to look for dirt on Ahmaud? I know the answer to that question. After posting this video, Candace doubled down with even more dumbass tweets where she called Ahmaud a criminal and brought more half statistics about the black community. Facts. Blacks kill 2 times as many whites as whites kill black annually. That is not true. We commit 85% of all violent crimes. Also not true. By homicide are killed by other blacks. Candace, that is the case for all races. You see, this would be an issue if this wasn't a thing across the board. You see, whenever someone is murdered, chances are they were murdered by someone of the same race. This is not just a black thing. But Candace doesn't want to address that. She only wants to put her microscope on the black community. He was caught on camera breaking into an unfinished property that was owned by Larry English. He didn't break into anything. He walked inside the property, stood there for a few minutes, and then left. He stole nothing, and Larry English actually confirmed this. As a robbery, nothing was ever taken, and he was clear that he never wanted anything like this to happen. And that is coming from his lawyer and him himself, so... And he is even admitted to not even fucking knowing the McMichaels. These two people did this for no fucking reason. He didn't ask them to do this. He didn't ask them to apprehend him. He didn't want anyone to apprehend anyone, but this still happened and you were still defending them. Even black conservatives are disagreeing with Candace right now. I've never had a problem with being a black conservative, and most black people who are Democrats have supported me. However, if you are black and a conservative and your only purpose is taking down your own community for applause and acceptance from white people, you have a problem. Retweet. CJ Peterson, also a black conservative. Why are we putting Ahmaud Arbery on trial? Criminal history or not, my faith compels me to believe the idea of redemption. Ahmaud Arbery did not deserve to die the way he did. No human being does. Full stop. This is coming from black conservatives, people. Blexit could never get any traction going in the black community trying to speak with the residents with the rhetoric and energy Candace Owens is currently exhibiting. Her facts she presents are only to paint black America negatively in the face of white supporters, which is fucking true. She will ignore facts that will equally cause white Americans to have to look in the mirror at themselves on key issues. I decided to resign from Blexit to prevent being associated with someone who does not speak for black people, but speaks against black people. Now, Blexit is an organization ran by Candace where she tries to get more black Democrats to become Republicans, and that was from one of her former directors. When she released her Blexit movement, in the first day, she tried to say the clothes were designed by Kanye West, but Kanye West spoke out and said that he had nothing to do with it, and he does not want to be used for a message he does not believe in. Even Kanye West doesn't like you. Brian Kemp, the Republican governor of Georgia, called the killing horrific. Even he thinks they should face some fucking charges, but you are so held up on trying to make black Americans look bad. You are so held up on trying to make black America look like the shittiest people possible. You are so fucking dense that you cannot admit that maybe this time this person didn't deserve to die. She also said in her video that she has spoke out against many black people being murdered, but show me one. So in short, Candace Owens should not be taken seriously by anyone, and she needs her platform removed immediately. Candace Owens has no desire to help the black community. Candace Owens is a mouthpiece for the racist right to spread misinformation about black Americans. And that is it. That is all she is. She's been doing this shit for years, but hopefully she's being canceled finally. I'm gonna wrap this up by saying no one should take Candace Owens seriously. That's the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, come back for more content, and check out my other playlists, and may your vibes be chill.